Hello, Darthvegan here, back with another episode of Kerbal Space Program Season 4 with the Kiss and Cass mods, and I haven't really utilized any of those additions to the game yet, but I think I will be able to start doing so very soon, because I'm about to start unlocking some good technology that will help us utilize some of those new features. So, what I want to do first, though, is I want to upgrade our astronaut complex so that we can get unlimited astronauts now. And I'm going to go ahead and go in here, and we have a new request for Sagan, the scientist, named after Carl Sagan. So he is now a part of our crew. And if you have more requests for named Kerbals, be sure and leave them in the comments section below. I'll be happy to add those. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into the Research and Development Center here. And we still have aviation. I just, honestly, I don't enjoy the aviation aspect of this game that much. You probably noticed I never do SSTOs or airplanes or anything like that. I just don't enjoy it. I find it quite boring, in fact. And I find landing extremely difficult. So anyway, I just don't really enjoy it that much. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and research this advanced construction, and that will give us some fairings and some more separators and decouplers and just all kinds of adapters and all kinds of goodies, including these joint sockets, whatever they're for, and telescopic joints. I'm guessing these are for, like, I don't know, cranes or something? I don't know. I have no idea. We also got a little ground base here. Interesting. Yeah, carried by Kerbals. You ever needed to fasten something to the surface of the celestial body? Huh. Interesting. Okay. That is interesting. I don't know what any of this stuff is supposed to be for. But an airlock midsection. Oh, cool. So we can make a base. Good. Alright, so I'm going to take that. And I can't take this stuff yet, right? Because I don't have this section unlocked in the research center. So I'm going to go ahead and take this landing section. There we go. And I'm going to take space exploration. There we go. And so now if I want to upgrade any of this stuff, I'm going to have to upgrade the research center, and I probably have enough money to do so. How much is it? It's 450,000. And I can start collecting surface samples. That would be great. I'm gonna go ahead and do it. It's a lot of money, but we got a good chunk of money in the bank right now already, so I think we're good. Anything else we need to do before we go on our... We'll go ahead and take that as well. Might as well. Launch pad. I haven't reached any of my limits, but I'm going to go ahead and pop it in there. Getting a little low on funds, so we better do some missions. Alright, so let's see what active missions we got here. Bring Moonstone back. Build an orbital station around Kerbin. Bring Green Sandstone back. Explore the moon, which is what? Plant a flag, okay. Gather surface deployed mystery goo observations from the moon and put a satellite in a specific orbit of the moon. Okay, so that's probably what we're going to do. We're going to go to the moon and land there and then come back. So, let's see. Let's see what we want to do then. I think, therefore I am. We need a thermometer. This will be an easy satellite for this moon. So I'm going to go ahead and come in here. And we are going to build a simple little satellite. And let's see, what have I got already for satellites? Got this little guy. He was pretty rough to bring, if I remember correctly. He He caused some aerodynamic issues. So let's change him up just a little. Let's change him up just a little. Let's take the spark off. And we will put on Terrier here. And let's see. Get some nice satellite, solar panels on there. There we go. And we need some communication. We'll put on these good ones. Just like so. And there we go. I think that's all we need for this mission. For this satellite here. Yeah. Have a thermometer, basically. Yeah. It has an antenna and can generate power. Yeah, well, it can. So it meets all the criteria. So, very simplistic design. I know it's similar to one we've already made, but let's see if we can make it look a little different there. How about that? There we go. That looks good. Very good. Alright, so let's put something like that on there. Yeah. That looks good. Alright, so now we're going to make a lander for the moon. And I think we'll do a little an Apollo style. So I'm thinking the actual landing can will have a docking station. And then let's not put a shroud on there. No shroud. Actually, we will put the I always like to have a shroud. I know it causes a little space junk, but alright, here's the landing can. We will need some sort of antenna on there. We'll put that on there. The landing can probably should have some electrical. Do they need electrical? I mean, they're just gonna go down and then pop back up. As long as we get enough battery storage, I think we'll be all right. So let's just do that. And then, well, we'll put a few on here. We'll put a few on there. That's not what I wanted though. Did one too many. There we go. Put that on there like that. That'll be good. Okay. And this is going to be a very low fuel lander. Just enough fuel to get us down and then back up. So let's take a look and see what we can get on here. Something like that. And then a small tank here. There we go. Why is it being so obstinate? There we go. And let's do a Terrier fuel tank. Yeah, okay. That'll be good. But first, I want to put on just like that. And then the Terrier on like that. And then we'll put on some legs. I don't think these little legs will be big enough. Yeah, they're not. Okay. There we go. Something like that. That is awfully, awfully close to the engine there. Alright. Let's just drag them down just a little more. There we go. And then we'll put on some nice... What's this? Flatbed. Huh. Something like that, and then we're going to drag those in. All right. Something like that. Okay. Turn that off. Okay. And then drag those down. And then drag those in. Oops. There we go. It's not working out like I wanted it to. Now is it? Never does. Okay, well. So much for that. No thank you. How about just some nice struts on the backs of these, just so they don't look so precarious. That's not going to work either. That's not going to work either, apparently. Oh my god! I guess we'll just have just a small amount of clearance. As they like to say, just enough. Just enough clearance, not clearance. There we go. Whew, that's gonna be close. And then we'll need, now that we got some ladders, put a little ladder on there. Like that. And like that. Just like so. And then, what else do we need on this little dune buggy here? It wouldn't be bad to have a little container to bring some of our science with us here. So let's see if we can get a small one on here. Do something like this. And then, oops. Out of these, we can put in this, and a photovoltaic, and an experiment. And on this one, put in a couple more photovoltaics. There we go, just like so. Because engineers can deploy these photovoltaics with greater success than a scientist, but it's going to be a scientist in here, so we're going to need more to power everything. Alright, I think we are ready now to build the rocket portion of this. And so, we're going to go ahead and put another docking port on the bottom of this, with this guy on there. And actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and go to the bigger one. That has two capacity of 2. There we go. So, because now we've got just have a reaction wheel on it. Yeah, and monopropellant. That we don't need that. Okay. Fairing on there, and we've got our mooner phase here. So now we're going to get into space, and that should be relatively easy for this rocket, I think. This will be an upper stage here, and we're going to put a nice big engine on there, like a skipper. Blink. There we go. And then lower stage. Actually, that'll probably get us in orbit right here. This plus the this stage plus. Okay, yeah. So now let's put on some boosters on there actually, and I think we'll be good to go. All right. So for our crew, we're gonna take Bob the scientist, and we can bring one pilot. So we'll bring Valentina, and Bob's actually gonna. Oops, I didn't mean to take him out. I wanted to bring him into the command pod with Valentina. Then he'll get into the lander once we get into position. And then, yeah, I think we're ready. I didn't bring a Science Junior just because it didn't really fit in the design very well. So, yeah, let's launch this bad boy. Alright, so we're going to get up to around 100,000 meters, and that should give us a nice platform to do our lunar burn. So we're going to do that just about there. As soon as I get up to the apoapsis, we'll drop this clamshell, and then we'll be in good shape to finalize our orbital burn. Alright, we are going to deploy our clamshell. Get off of there. Oh no. What are you doing? Get off of there. Alright. Oof, that was scary. I thought we had a little bit of a malfunction there. I don't know why it didn't detach very well. Make sure we got all of our delicate equipment still. Looks good. Everything still looks good. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to do our burn for the orbital insertion. I'm going to go ahead and speed up time. There we go. We are ready to get into orbit of Kerbal. Still got a little fuel left in our lower stage, so we'll burn that up. Alright, let's go ahead and get our moon transfer planned here. So let's set that as our target, and we will do a transfer right here. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and focus on here so that I can see the satellite. Looks like it is in a clockwise orbit, so we're gonna have to make adjustments so that our orbit comes in clockwise instead of counterclockwise, which is not cool. Much better. Okay. So the periapsis is 279. Let's get this back in to about 279. There we go. Beautiful. Alright, so let's go ahead and warp to that maneuver node. So we're going to come around Kerbal here, and we're going to do our burn to get to the moon, and then yeah, launch our satellite. Dinkelstein's something construction emporium, I think. Alright, we are ready. It's a little high for the burn, but I did quite a few adjustments before I moved the burn position. Unfortunately, that's okay. It's okay. It's alright. We're not that tight on Delta V, so got plenty to play with. So this is going to take 900 of our 1700, so we'll have about 800 left when we get into orbit of the moon, or when we get into our position on the moon. Then we'll have to do our orbital insertion, which will probably be another 200. So we'll be pretty low at that point, but once we ditch the satellite and the landing probe, or the landing ship, then we should sorry, someone just texted me. Turn that off so that we don't buzz. We should have more Delta V available. And if I can do a docking maneuver without any monopropellant, which, you know, that would be very difficult, then we could, especially since I took all the monopropellant out of this, but I don't have any RCS thrusters on there. If we had RCS on there, we could dock the two ships, and I could give it the rest of the fuel. You know, we might be able to do that anyway, even without monopropellant. It's just easier with RCS because you can make fine adjustments. We'll see what happens. May not even have to worry about it. Alright, let's take a look at the moon. And we're coming around, and just a little bit more. There we go. Very good. let's take a look, see what we got. Alright, so now we need to come up here, add a maneuver, and we're going to get into orbit. There we go. Apple Axis 365. Let's go ahead and bring that down a little bit. Actually, you know what? Let's just do this, and then we'll let the satellite itself make all of its adjustments. So I'm gonna go ahead and warp to this maneuver node. We're gonna say goodbye to Kerbal. Bye bye, Kerbal. And get into position around the moon. Very good. And bingo, bango, bongo. Boop. Let's go retrograde. And this is going to use up 300 of our 800 Delta V. But again, like I said, we'll be fine. We'll be fine once we dump all this excess weight off of here. Alright, here we go. We are ready to get into orbit around the moon. Now. There we go. This will put us in a nice orbit. And then, bye-bye satellite, bye-bye landing can. Okay. Boop. Okay. Very good. Alright, so now we're going to launch the satellite first. Let's just take a look, make sure everything is all hunky-dory. Let's go ahead and deploy the antenna. Bloop. Bloop. Everything all good here. Any temperature you want to send back? It's all good. Yep. Okay. Looks like everything is functional. Let's go ahead and take Bob out. And Bob's going to grab hold of the landing cam. Where are you going, Bob? I'll tell you what, I don't remember them kicking off like that previously in my playthroughs. It seems like something new they're doing, where they when they let go of the thing, they're like kicking off. But anyway, go ahead and get into the landing cam there, Bobby. Yeah, how you feel? How you feeling, Bob? Looking good? Everything looks good? Yep. Looks good. Alright. Very good. It's got a picture of Kerbal up there, yeah. Alright. Okay, so now we're going to detach the satellite. So I'm going to decouple this node. Alright. So we've got a little bit of space trash there. That's okay. We are going to control from here. We're going to rename the vessel. It's going to be a relay. And it is the Dinkelstein Construction. If I can spell it right. Construction Emporium Relay. MK1. Yeah. Haha. Okay. And then I'm going to get that into position, and then we will we'll do our thing with the lander. Okay. I'll be right back. Alright, we have put our satellite into the position and got 125,000 for that. And let's now switch on over to the moon lander. And we got Bob in here already, right? Bob is in here. Yep, Bob's in there. And we got 646 in this, but we got 4,259 altogether. So we're fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and detach this. Actually, can I go ahead and transfer a little fuel? Nah, we better keep what we got. Or keep what we got. Let's go ahead and detach this guy. And we're going to rename this vessel the Moon Lander. MK1, and it is a lander. There we go. And then, Bob, are you ready to do the deed here? Where are we gonna land at? We need moon rocks. So, explore the moon, plant a flag on the moon, and we also are supposed to bring a moon stone back. with us. Where do we get moonstones? That's a good question. Alright, so northeast basin, far side crater, or something else. Let's go ahead and see if we can get into a lower orbit of the old Kickamaroo here. Oh, I don't have any SAS. Oh my god. I forgot to put a probe on here to fly it. Bob, you're not a pilot? How could you be so foolish, Bob? Let's go ahead and bring that in. There we go. Just make sure I'm not crashing into my ship like I did that one time. Bob, you're gonna have to keep her steady, buddy. Have to keep her steady. Let's bring her in really close. And I'm talking like 20,000 meters or something. Yeah. How about 40,000? Okay, and then we will warp around here. Bob's gonna get a nice, good view of the moon here. Highlands, Midlands. All right. Bob, get ready to do your retrograde burn to bring in your apoapsis down to a reasonable level. We're burning down our orbit so that we're much closer to the planet and we can find the ideal landing position for the probe here. So let's bring that on in. And oh my gosh, this is a lot harder than I thought with no SAS. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to land this thing. Okay, and we can do it, Bob. We can land it. We definitely won't be able to do any docking with this thing, though. My God, that would be a nightmare. Okay, let's get her down a little bit further. There we go. So now we have a nice tight orbit around the moon. Let's zip around the moon a little bit and see if we can find a nice place to land in the light. What's this? What's this big place? That's it, Northwest Crater. Okay, that's where we want to land. We're landing right now, buddy. We got a nice position right here. Okay, let's land her. Land this puppy. Land this puppy. It's a little dark, but not too dark. Got a nice satellite connection with, a nice radio connection with Kerbal, so that'll be good. Oh my gosh. It's a nightmare trying to land this thing. Keeping her steady. Probably hear my clicking of my keyboard frantically. Eesh. Okay, you can do it. You can do it, Bosco. Bobsco. There you go. And stop right there. Whew. Very good. Now we're going to just drift down to the surface and kill our horizontal speed altogether. It's only at 31 right now, but we're going to go ahead and kill it all the way. We got plenty of fuel to do these maneuvers. And so my biggest concern is getting back to the other vessel because it's so high. I may take a look at it and see what we can do as far as changing the orbit of it, of the command module. If we got enough fuel. If not, we'll just deal with it. We always got jetpacks, right? Always got jetpacks. Alright, so we're gonna drift on down here and suicide burn at 7,900, so we're gonna time warp a little bit to about 10,000. Not too fast. There we go. And this should get us in a good position, I think, to do our suicide burn. I'm gonna go ahead and start burning now, though, because this thing is gonna be hard to control, and I don't want to rely on the suicide burn when I can't hardly keep the thing under control. Come on, Bob, you got this. You got this, Bobby. Oh, Bob. Bob. Easy. Easy, Bob. Easy, Bob. Bob. Take her easy, Bob. Okay. So now we don't have another problem until 3313. But whew, this is going to be difficult. I'm afraid this thing's going to tip over when we hit the ground because we're going to be going a little too horizontal. A little too horizontal. Why didn't somebody tell me I didn't put a probe on here? You probably were. You're probably screaming at the screen. You don't have a probe! Who's gonna land the thing? Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got it. We got this. I'm gonna go down slow. I know it's a big waste of fuel, but I think I can do it better this way, slowly. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Instead of having a massive burn. I'm just man, I'm just like, eyes are glued to that nav ball. There we go. We're doing it. You're doing it, Bob. You got her under control. You got her under control, Bob. Let's throttle down a little bit. Easy, Bob. Easy. Throttle down a little. How high are we? 1,000? Okay. Let's go ahead and drop a little. Let her drop a little bit. Whew. Relatively flat area below us. Not super flat. Not as flat as I'd like. I'll put this up so I can see better. Okay. Alright, burn it, burn it. Burn it. There you go. There you go. You got it, Bob. You got it. Oh, you got it, Bob. You got this. Quick save. You got this, Bob. You got this. Increase throttle just a little. You got this. You got this. And touchdown. Oh, oh, Bob. And guess what? The hatch is blocked. The hatch is blocked. You can't even get out. Right? Alright. Bob. There you go. There you go. Bob, don't. Oh my God, Bob. You're killing me. Okay. Bob? This count as a landing? Why don't you spin her around? Slow her down. We're gonna slide down to the bottom. And then we're going to pop her legs out. And then, let's see if we can get out and have fun. There we go. We stopped on the slope. Alright, I got a mystery goo already. Let's do our thermometer. Let's keep that. Pressometer. Keep that. Okay, Bob, get you a crew report. Keep that. Actually, you know what? Just go ahead and send that since it's 100% on that. There we go. And go ahead and go on an EVA. Take a surface sample. Yep, keep that. Do an EVA report. Keep that. Go ahead and take this. And take this. Can you take that? Yep. Remove it and restore it. Go ahead and store all those experiments. Come on down. Kerbal's waiting by the window, vaguely looking down at their saw, and hoping possibly Jebediah will come home with some raw from Monmouth or the moon. Maybe he'll come home soon. Was never what it once was, shouldn't really fly anymore. Either as if an answer with a sound like blowing up your ears. Ship crashes through Kerbal's atmosphere. Crowds gather